airport this afternoon, and just in that short time, I realized what a special human being he is. Dr. Abuelaish, a doctor born into poverty in Gaza, has dedicated his life to promote peace and understanding between Palestinians and Israelis. His vehicle has been medicine, as well as his story. As Israeli colleagues call Dr. Abuelaish, he's a magical secret bridge between Israelis and Palestinians. Dr. Abuelaish has been nominated 3 consecutive years for the Nobel Peace Prize. He has won and received, received numerous awards throughout the world. And indeed, when I picked Dr. Abuelaish up tonight, he had just left an award ceremony, and please correct me if I have it wrong, where he was given the highest order of the state of Ontario in Canada, and the Queen Elizabeth Jubilee Medal. That was last night. So as you can tell, I could go on and on and on, but I want you to meet Dr. Izzeldin Abuelaish.
Thank you. I learned in life, the one who is not thankful to people is not thankful to God. I would like to thank Dan and all of those who were behind this beautiful gathering, which is an indication of hope. As I fully believe where I learned from my daughters. My daughter Bisan, one day said, everything starts small, then becomes big. Everything starts in one place and goes in different directions. This meeting started by one idea, by one man. And you see how many people, when we all come together, we can make a difference in this world. So it's time for each of us just to start and to do something. I came to speak in this holy place with an open mind, heart, and ears. And I hope all of us to be coming with the same goodwill, to have open minds, hearts, and ears, because these sensations are there to use them, not to block them and to seal them. In my life and in life, we are faced by challenges, ups and downs. And we see it on a daily basis. We are tested every day in life. But at the same time, we need to learn how can we challenge life challenges, and most important, to challenge ourselves by taking responsibility and moving forward. As a Palestinian, but which Palestinian? A Palestinian refugee who was born, raised, lived in refugee camps, in the teeming poverty, deprivation, and suffering, that as a child, I never tasted my childhood. I don't know the meaning of a childhood. And this sometimes makes me angry. What world are we living in? When I see other children in this world, hundreds of millions of children are suffering the same. The world didn't change. But my suffering I wasn't born with. And that's the hope. The suffering in this world is man-made. Anything from God, where I fully believe everything from God is for good. And God wants every good thing for us. What is bad is what do we do as a human. And that's the hope. What can we do to challenge this man-made suffering of not accepting it? I said, I will never accept the misery of life. And our parents, who were not educated, and the Palestinian mother, where I learned from my mother, the Palestinian mother is the hero, where they realized that the biggest weapon to face the misery of life is education. To invest in education. We don't know impossible things, you must succeed. I dreamed as a child, because in life someone can oppress, can occupy, can deprive, can imprison, can do everything, but no one on earth can prevent us from dreaming. I encourage each of you to dream big. Dreams are close to reality. With hard work, we can achieve our dreams. I dreamed as a child to be a medical doctor. And life taught me nothing is impossible in life. But, as I said, where I was born, I was fighting to survive. My life was a war. I don't know if I am going to survive the other day, just to run that day. Anytime you see others in this world who are living to fight, and that's the question, where we were born to survive and live and give life to others, or to fight and kill others. The most difficult time in my life, and in our memories, certain numbers we will never forget. Number 16 will never be erased from my mind. 16th of September 2008, 4:45 p.m. is the day when I lost my wife of acute leukemia. I thought it's the end of the world, because I fully believe children to be raised, they need the mother. The mother is the big incubator. The mother is the big heart. And my faith taught me the orphan is not the one who loses the father. The orphan is the one who loses the mother. With the loss of the mother, we lose the big heart, the love, the support. And personally, I know what is the meaning of a mother. When I was a child, if I want to lose or with whom to live, I will say I want to be with my mother. The mother is the one to bring all of us together. I was blessed to have 6 lovely, beautiful, bright daughters that I was proud of them. They were girls that I helped them to plan their life. But for me, I have to dream, because I don't have the resources, or my parents, they don't have the resources to enable me to plan. But my daughters and the children help them to plan their life. Their teachers were fighting to have them in their classes. They never succeeded in their school, less than 97%. They were girls armed with love, with education, with the plans, with the humanity. They were fighters for humanity. I taught them to be human and to behave as a human. Bisan was the first Palestinian girl to send to peace camps because I believed in it. And it's time for us to learn and to listen to our children. They are wise enough to teach us. Don't underestimate them. She was 14 years old. She came back and to say, I found how similar are we. Our children, they found how similar are we as Muslims, Jewish, Christians, Bedouins, Buddhists, as a human, and that we are equal and similar. At the same age, she said, to meet violence with violence doesn't solve any problem. It will never lead to any way. She was the one to say to me, count on God and our support. You have to continue your work. As I was the first Palestinian doctor to practice medicine in an Israeli hospital, I started it in 91 during the first Intifada, because at that time the Israelis used to see Palestinians as children throwing stones or workers. It's time to see Palestinians as a human, as others, as equal, as skilled, as free as others. And medicine, it has one face, it has one culture, it has one value. It's a human face, culture, and value to save life and to give life. The happiest moment in my life, when I handle the baby to his mother. The cry of the newborn baby is a cry of hope, but at the same time, it's a responsibility. What a future is waiting for this newborn baby? That's what do we want to ask. Medicine is the human equalizer and the stabilizer. It equalizes between people. Why not to be equal outside the borders of the hospitals and to practice it and to fight for it? Because advocacy is to fight. It's not just to talk. In medicine, we fight to save one's life. And all faiths values a human life. Saving one's life, you save the world. Killing one, you kill the world. It's time to look at a human being as a human being and to value their human life. Bisan, from whom I will continue to learn and to remember. She was in her final year at the university to get BA from the university and to be the first at the university to get it in 3 years. She said, as most of the students, they think the most difficult time in their life or the nightmare is when they have academic exams. She came to say to me, now, I realized one thing, that academic exams are the easiest in life. The most difficult exams are the life exams. When we are tested by the loss of the beloved ones,